good Saturday morning to everybody, although when you're watching this it's very unlikely that it's going to be Saturday morning. And even for me it's not Saturday morning now, it's 10 after 12. It's a good Saturday for me because I'm going to El Chopo. Some of you may know if you've seen before. I think I say it every time that El Chopo is one of my favorite places to visit. I wouldn't say in the world. A lot of people say that, you know, that things are their favorite place in the world, which is, I've only been to 3 countries, but it is one of my favorite places in the country. One of my favorite places of its type. That's for shopping, and it's El Chopo. I'm here with the newbie, Rick. He's an El Chopo newbie. He's never been here before, and so I'm going to show him El Chopo. Maybe I can get some thoughts from him later to see what he thinks of it. But I always like doing a video when I go to El Chopo. I always see something different, something unique. And this time I'm going to focus especially on, I had a couple of requests from the last one I did when I was here in August last year. A guy called, I checked the names if I remember correctly, False Metal 76. It's always funny to say people's online names, to verbally say them. False Metal 76 and Max Bauer. Those 2 guys requested, I can't remember which requested which, but they asked for me to focus on vinyl and CDs, and another one requested for me to focus on stickers. So that's what I'm going to do today. I've shown, I'll show some t-shirts, I'm sure too. We can go across this way, here. I've shown pins, and I've shown just general tours of El Chopo, so today I'm going to focus on those 2 things. Vinyl CDs and stickers. And I'm sure I'll end up buying some things. I don't know if Rick will buy anything, but I will share that exciting information with everybody. Whoops. I think we can go. Gotta watch out for this truck. And so we're almost there. It's a beautiful Saturday. Today is February 27th. It's a beautiful day in Mexico City. A little bit warm. I think, why do I talk about the weather? Who cares? It's 27, 28 degrees, something like that. Very nice. And so we're almost there. We're walking to El Chopo. We're just a couple of minutes away. So here we go. I just thought I would take a minute to point out that we've been here for about 30 seconds. And at the very first stop here, Rick bought a new shirt. Yeah. Somebody always tells me I'm not allowed to record, and you'll see that there are thousands of videos. So Rick, went to the very first stand that we saw. It starts right here, and Rick bought a new shirt. So there he goes. A quick one here while I wait for some change. I'll show some masks here. Obviously, masks are a somewhat new thing at El Chopo. I just bought a couple. I'm going to debut one. Probably in the next time you see my face, I'll be wearing one, just so I'm not double merching with the same, not just Iron Maiden, but I had the same, I had this mask, and actually I still do, and the same shirt. And so what have they got here? They got masks, they got Overkill, Halloween, Ramones, the Beatles, Marilyn Manson, Judas Priest, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, LA Guns. Look at that. There's an LA Guns face mask. Where's Jason Satterfield when you need him? Well, I don't need him, but I'm saying he would like that. There's a Van Halen, AC/DC, The Cure, Venom, Black Metal, AC/DC, High Voltage, Korn. I missed Korn. And this guy's got a few little patches too, and keychains. Kind of unique there. There's a UFO keychain. Buried. I see Whitesnake keychains, Scorpions, Led Zeppelin, Asking Alexandria, Yngwie Malmsteen, Ramones, Iron Maiden, Testament, Billy Idol, The Beatles, Def Leppard, Alice Cooper, Arctic Monkeys, Sacred Reich, NoFX, DRI, Venom, Soulfly, Def Leppard, Danzig. They got it all. Alright, stickers was one of the things I promised I was going to focus on, and I strive to keep my promises. So here we go. This is one of the bigger sticker stands. There's the King Kong sticker stand up here further along. I don't mean they sell King Kong stickers, I'm just comparing it for size purposes. You find some pretty cool stuff at these. I mean, you're going to get the typical things like bands, but then you get kind of funny stuff like Millhouse and C-3PO. I like these kind of things. And these are all, I think these ones are I think these are 10 pesos each. So that's one little strip, Queen Hot Space, one little strip, and then this is the stand down here and around. I can show this. It's a little bit backlit. There, that's a little bit better. There's a cool Angus Young. There's AC/DC. And move on over here. I'm not a fan of the show. I don't know anything about it, but I know that's a popular show. Mandalorian, straight out of Mandalore. I didn't know Mandalore was the place. There's a cool Michael Jordan sticker. There's Lenny. I'm drawn to Kiss. I would imagine the other 3 Kiss guys are around somewhere. Here's yeah, 10 pesos, this guy says. There's Ace and Gene. I don't see Paul. There's they even got Eric Singer and Tommy Thayer. Here's the whole collection. Gene's is out of place. It's not his solo album. I'll show these to Rick. Rick's a big Ramones fan. And the last wall here. Alright, that's about it for this stand. And there will be more. You ask for stickers, you'll get stickers. And just as I came out of this little sticker booth, I see right next door to it is vinyl. So here's 2 of the ones I was looking for. Let's, I don't know what they have to offer here. Genesis, what's that? What's this album called? Duke or Abacab? This one is Abacab. 475 pesos. That's pretty expensive. Here's Cat Scratch Fever. I'm not exactly sure what this is. A lot of unfamiliar stuff here. Here's Elvis. Everybody knows him. I have no idea what kind of order any of these are in. So I'll just flip through it. This seems to be all Mexican stuff. I'm not sure if I would find anything in there that would be of interest to too many people. except Mexicans. I don't know who watches these videos, but El Chopo is a pretty international place, so I have to cater to everybody. Yeah, these look like mostly Mexican stuff. They lure you in with the Genesis and the Alice Cooper and the Ted Nugent, and then they just show you a bunch of Mexican stuff. There's Billy Joel.
Cat Steve.
Cat Stevens. What's his name? Yusef Salem.
Gotta be Ibrahim
Abdulaziz? I'm not sure. Alright. Well, that was just the start of the vinyl. I'm going to find more. Here's another little puesto with a little bit of vinyl, some cassettes. Why in the world anybody would want a cassette? I just can't figure that out. I hated cassettes even in the 80s and 90s. I never liked cassettes at all. Here's Crazy from the Heat. Let's see if it has the Spanish. No, it has the English. I've said before, I was like when they translate the song titles into Spanish. Crazy from the Heat. That might be the only thing in here that I would find that I recognize. Shaved Fish. Oh, that's John Lennon. Shaved Fish. Sean Cassidy. Wow, Sean Cassidy had a live album. Let's see if Dadu Run 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 is on there. It is. It's the last track. I guess that was his encore. I used to like Sean Cassidy, and I'm not a girl. I think that's the only song of his that I know. Anything else? I think no price is on any of these. Oh, that one has a price. Wow, 600 pesos. This one doesn't have a sticker on it. Someone's asking about Deftones. There's Rod Stewart. Yes, he has the. They have the Spanish titles. Hot legs is piernas calientes. That's terrible. Ha. I'll put Rod over there. Rod the Mod. Go over here. Some CDs here. These are all new. Some of the albums by Noro, that's used. It's got a little bit of wear on it. See, but I think most of them are new. These are original CDs for 50 pesos. These are 20 pesos. What's he got up here? I see. There's Thriller. In case you're one of the 45 million people that don't have that. There's Kiss Destroyer. We always call it Kiss Destroyer instead of just Destroyer. Kiss Destroyer. There's an Overkill DVD. LA Woman. That's an excellent album. There it is. Hardwired, I've got, I think I have 5 copies of that at my house. I showed that in my video when I talk about Metallica's discography. I showed all my copies of Hardwired. And what else here? Just some, a few posters. Including some of the bad aspect ratio. I've mentioned Antonio many times. Here he is. He's got a Fastway mask. That's incredible. A Fastway trick or treat. And we're just talking about he's getting a jacket custom made. All Canadian. He loves Canadian metal. This guy, he said he's going to have Annihilator, Infernal Majesty, Razor, Slaughter. And as we were doing that, Sacrifice started playing. That was not intended. That was not set up. He's just, I guess it's on random. That Sacrifice is playing. I love it. This is Cyanide. And he's got cool shirts here. I bought a shirt from Antonio last time I was here. I bought an AC/DC Fly on the Wall shirt. Motorhead 1960, and that was just the anniversary of that. I think earlier this week. For me, the last, not the last good, but the last great Motorhead album was 1969. Ah, Sacrifice is playing. I can't get over that. And he's got some cool Metallica shirts there. I love that. Somebody just, there was a Damage Incorporated. Did somebody buy the Damage Incorporated?
No.
Oh, there it is. I saw that. One of the best shirts ever. I love it. That's a good one. All right, we'll move on. Nos vemos, Antonio.
Okay,
Que tengan buen día.
Igualmente.
Ah, Sacrifice. All right, I found more albums. Some people might call them vinyl. Here's a good one. Prince 1999. English song titles. I get delirious. What else we got here? I don't recognize too much. Devo, I don't know the name of that album, but there's Devo. It seems that not too many things have prices. Let me just go through here. I don't know a lot of this stuff. Neil Diamond. Not too much really to see here. Mac Davis, John Denver, Peter Frampton. Alright, a little bit familiar. See anything you like?
No.
See anything you're even familiar with?
Carole King.
Carole King? Alright.
There you go. Looks right.
Alright, a little bit more familiar stuff on the wall. I think they lure you in. Man for Man and the Earth Band. There's Iron Butterfly and Agata Devita. Bon Jovi and Scorpions. Who the fuck are you? Synchronicity? No, that's Zenyatta Mondatta. Is that what it's called? Zenyatta Mondatta, yeah. Synchronicity is the yellow and blue and red color. And some CDs. I don't see anything familiar in these CDs. So whether it was Falls in Metal 76 or Max Bauer who was asking about that, it seems there's not too much to show for vinyl and CDs. But I'll keep going. Here's some CDs that are a little bit more up my alley. I see lots of AC/DC. I see Powerage and Let There Be Rock. Supertramp, Breakfast in America. I see Jimi Hendrix. There's Metallica and Black Sabbath. I've got both of those albums. Kiss Alive 2. Sonic Boom and Revenge. Extreme, Pornography. Destroyer. Creatures of the Night, Brave New World. There's the best one. There's Fair Warning, my favorite Van Halen album, as I've mentioned. What else on this wall? And these have prices. These are okay. Let's take. I didn't realize a lot of these have prices. Well, okay, 120, 160. REM Out of Time is 170. There's the aforementioned Synchronicity, 180. These prices are not too bad. Fair. There's nothing here that I want. I either have them or just don't have interest. There's Porno for Pyros. Good God's Grace, 160. Decent Styx Greatest Hits. I've got that one. First Iron Maiden album, first Skid Row album. Oh, there's... I just asked the guy if he had any Scorpions albums, and he thought for a few seconds and said no. But there's Animal Magnetism, I have that. There are a few early Scorpions albums that I would like to buy. I think maybe the first 6. I started with Love Drive. A couple Iron Maiden, Kiss, Skid Row, more Iron Maiden, Megadeth. There's more Scorpions. Tokyo Tapes, first Van Halen album. Yeah, pretty good selection here. Alright, here's more vinyl. The one that sticks out to me is the second Van Halen album. 150 pesos. That's a great price. It's obviously used and maybe pretty old, but I don't know what kind of condition the record is in. But that's a good price. There's The Who, Face Dances. What else? There's Duke. I mentioned that earlier. Wow, Chilliwack. Oh my god. I was just talking about Chilliwack a couple of weeks ago with Jorge Cerilla. Jorge, there you go. If you want Chilliwack, check it out. That's, I don't know how much that is. Not sure, no price on that one. What else? There's Let It Bleed in Spanish. Deja que sangre. Rainbow, $2.70 for Rainbow. Thriller. Everybody still wants to buy Thriller. There's Magical Mystery Tour. Here, what else? Some CDs here. Hardwired to Self-Destruct. There are tons of these floating around. The reason I have so many is when you bought tickets when they played here on that tour, every ticket got a CD. So a lot of, there's Styx, The Grand Illusion. More Cat Stevens. Elvi. Here's what appears to be an Al Pacino album from his maybe early career. I mentioned earlier the King Kong stickers, King Kong stand of stickers. Not they sell King Kong stickers, but just in size and scope. They've got everything here. Some stuff like this. There's the Beatles wearing Kiss makeup. What else? There's Hans Moleman. There's Grand Funk Railroad. I don't know why that stands out to me, but it does. A bunch of Star Wars stuff, some Stormtrooper, Boba Fett, Muhammad Ali. I mentioned earlier to Rick, there's Pickle Rick. We saw that on a shirt. I have no idea who or what Pickle Rick is, but that's the second time I've seen Pickle Rick. Alfred E. Newman. Wow, they've got almost an endless stream of stickers. There's Axel. So whoever it was who wanted to see stickers, here you go. I can freeze it here for a second and you can look at whatever you like. If I see anything that I find interesting, I'll point them out at my discretion. A lot of Star Wars. Wow, there's Los Viejos. Good Mexico City band. There's a mashup of Joker and Clockwork Orange. I like those kind of mashups. Again, there's the Beatles and Kiss makeup. I think I'll buy that for Lilia. I thought for 1 second that was Jerry Seinfeld. What do you like? What do you see? Somebody requested stickers. That's the only reason I'm showing it. Some people like it. I think they're interesting to look at. I have a drawer full of stickers, but nowhere to stick them. Well, you know where you can stick them. That's a lot of stickers. There's Paul Stanley, Star Child. I would imagine the Demon and the Spaceman are somewhere. That's cool. The Princess Leia, David Bowie mashup. Milton Bradley. What's that? Mr. Bungle. Ha! That's kind of cool. They've done that with the Warner Brothers. Mr. Bungle had the Warner Brothers logo that they turned upside down. to do MB instead of WB. Cool. Oh, and here's some CDs. There's one of my favorites. I love that. MOD, and there's the 4 Kiss solo albums. One of the worst albums ever recorded is right there. Excellent. I have a couple of points to make before we continue here at El Chopo. One, in case you haven't noticed, as mentioned, as promised, I changed my mask. I just bought this, well, when we got here, I bought this Scorpions 11th First Sting mask, and I'm gonna give a shout out to my my good friend Kevin Montalban. This was I've been on a Scorpions kick every once in a while. I really dig deep into Scorpions, especially their older catalog. Kevin and I were talking very late last night about In Trance and Lonesome Crow and Fly to the Rainbow and Michael Schenker and Uli John Roth. We're talking about that. So inspired by my good friend Kevin Montalban and the fact that I've loved Scorpions since about 1982. New mask, and also now I'm not double merching with the same mask and the same band. Also, I realized as I was walking down one of these aisles, I wasn't getting married, but it's an aisle and I was walking down it. I mentioned Sacrifice, that Antonio was playing Sacrifice, and I said it was, I can't remember, I think I said it was Cyanide, and now I don't think it was Cyanide. It was from Forward to Termination for sure. It was one with drums at the beginning. That's Gus playing the drums, which was either, it wasn't Flames of Armageddon, that's the long song. Sometimes I'm really bad with song titles. I think it was Afterlife, but I don't think it was Cyanide. Cyanide starts, I think, with guitar and is much faster. But anyway, so we'll go with Afterlife from Forward to Termination, not Cyanide. All right. Now continuing, I'm under this shade here, and normally pre-pandemic, this was where they had a stage here and bands would play here. There were local punk and metal bands, and they played here. Obviously now, because of the pandemic, that's not going to happen. So this is where I see a lot of vinyl records, I should say, not vinyl, and CDs here, which I don't think they had before. Here's one that catches my eye. This is my shirt and my mask earlier today. That's the Iron Maiden live in Mexico City last year. I went to all 3 of those concerts and I loved them all a lot. Oh, and here's some great. This guy's showing me all the Iron Maiden CDs he's got. He's got Fear of the Dog, and I see Seventh Son of the Seventh Son played 666. What else? So Dance of Death, first album, Somewhere in Time, Matter of Life and Death, Rat, Reach for the Sky. I love that album. I love Rat. There's more Scorpions, Worldwide Live. I hate cassettes. I loathe cassettes. My hatred for cassettes is unmatched. There's, oh my God, the greatest album that I'm going to find today in El Chopo. Dangerous Toys, Hellacious Acres. I can't believe I can find that. Unfortunately, in shitty cassette version. This guy's got good stuff. Of course, good stuff just means he's got stuff that I like. There's Animalize. What else? Fly on the Wall, Overkill, I Hear Black Sabbath. Not sure if these are real. A few Van Halen, Diver Down, 5150. There's Rick. Find anything you like?
No bread at all.
You looking for bread? What is this? Pantera. Great Southern. It's the Great Southern Trendkill Outtakes. That came out, I think, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Not bad, considering it's, you know, kind of a milking thing. I see Let There Be Rock sticking up. English titles. What do you see?
Bread, there is bread.
Oh, there's bread. You were just mentioning bread, and there they are.
Joking around there.
Never joke about bread.
Yeah,
say their name and you'll find them. Yeah. What else can we show here? Let me just flip through these. I don't know how to look for vinyl anymore. Records. I got to stop saying vinyl. More CDs. I see Generation Swine. Motorhead Bumper. That's the deluxe, the 2-disc version. I see Cheap Trick, I see Anthrax, Attack of the Killer Bees. I see Pearl Jam. In my opinion, the best Pearl Jam album is right there, the Avocado album, 2006. I talked about them in my discography review of Pearl Jam. Good stuff here. He's got the Far Beyond Driven, one of my top 10 albums ever, I think. Ride the Lightning. I never got this. Kind of no need for it. Would be cool to have only as to complete a collection. I see Theater of Pain, Brave New World. More cassettes here. I see Ringo Starr. I would buy some, as I mentioned, I think I would buy a few Scorpion CDs. Haven't seen any. Zero. Let me go over here. How amateur that I'm walking around and not really showing anything. No, nothing interesting here. Oh, Tigers of Pantang, that is. Look at that. What else? Crocus. Midnight, the Blitz. Oh, Midnight Maniac was the song on the Blitz, I think. Or Ballroom Blitz was on that. The sweet cover was Midnight Maniac. Yeah, Maniaca Nocturno. Ha, Nocturna. Alright, I'm going to move on. More vinyl coming up. We're getting now into a kind of a unique section of El Chopo. And this is getting bigger and bigger every time I've been here. I'll explain this to Rick as I explain it to my dozens and dozens of viewers. These are people that just kind of stand here and sell their CDs and records out of boxes. I'm not sure what you need to do to get a stand, but I think you have to pay for it and maybe get approved by the El Chopo Godfather, the Don of El Chopo, Don Chopo. And so people just kind of stand here. There used to be a few. There's a lot more now than I've ever seen before. And they give them credit. They stand out here. Here's a Ramones box set. Ramones Anthology. Rick likes Ramones. There you go.
I think I had that. I had this somewhere buried away. I had that.
So give credit these guys, man. They stand out in their black T-shirts, like me, and they stand here with the records, which are maybe melting, and mostly CDs. A few guys. Oh, these guys have records. This is I've mentioned before. This is the punk area. More CDs here. More CDs. More hardwired. And there's the beautiful power station. We're gonna go on down here. Finished at El Chopo. We're done for the day. We're just exiting the El Chopo area right now. And we're here for almost 2.5 hours. So pretty good. It was, I can't say for me, at least in terms of what I wanted to buy, not a successful day. I have an ongoing list of things that I want to buy that I alter as needed. And I had a bunch of things on my list. I didn't end up getting one of them. But I did end up getting, as I mentioned, this Scorpions Love It for Sting mask and a Van Halen mask. And I did get a great surprise, a Jane's Addiction Nothing's Shocking shirt. I don't think I've ever seen a Jane's Addiction shirt at El Chopo before, of any album or anything. So I saw the Jane's Addiction Nothing's Shocking shirt, and I did get it. But even at that, I love going to El Chopo. I've been there, I think I've been there once where I didn't buy anything. Rick wants to stop and look here. So I've been there, I think once where I didn't buy anything, but I can always find something to buy at El Chopo. So it's always a successful day. And Rick, your first time at El Chopo, what did you think about it?
Well, it was interesting. Definitely, if you're into heavy metal and things like that, you're going to find some great clothes and old CDs and vinyl albums and all that stuff.
There's
not really my kind of thing because I'm not into that kind of music,
but it's a cool place, no?
Yeah, it's a cool place, and but the only one wearing a Hawaiian shirt the whole place.
No, you wouldn't find anything like that in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Like
You'd have to go to
Chopo,
Omaha.
Chopo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could.
There's no El Chopo. There's no El Chopo equivalent.
There's no El Chopo, but there's definitely some. Well, you know, I don't know anymore because the record stores don't exist anymore. So it's hard to get. You know, like music band T-shirts and stuff because there's no record stores anymore.
I always thought that this place. I don't know if we didn't talk about this. I don't know if did you feel that had like a kind of an '80s vibe, like when I was a teenager in Toronto in the 80s, that's kind of how it was. I mean, not on the street, but, you know, it was a metal people or rock people coming together. I would, you know, you could buy, you go to head shops and buy pins and record stores.
It reminds me of like one big giant head shop and record
right.
store. And I was kind of surprised a lot of the band T-shirts were from 20, 30 years ago, but I guess they're still popular. You know?
Perpetually popular,
I guess, you know, when you're still popular 30, 40 years later, that shows a sign of quality.
Yeah, a lot of Black Sabbath, Beatles, very well represented.
Yeah,
Kiss.
It didn't have the variety of rock that I like, but it's kind of one genre, or you know, pretty much
a lot of punk.
A little bit of punk, a lot of
here and there
heavy metal, but there wasn't like very little like mainstream rock at all, or what you'd call mainstream rock.
Yeah.
Or new wave or things like that. But yeah, it was definitely very interesting. I had a good time. Definitely, if you're into kind of that metal scene, that's definitely the place to go.
Now, there's not much. I don't know if there's anywhere like this in the world. It's very unique.
Yeah, it's just huge too. That's the thing. It's absolutely huge.
What is it, about four blocks? It's hard to say because you don't really know where the streets end. But
yeah, there's like 4 or 5 blocks, and then both sides. You go up one,
double-sided, yeah.
Then you go back to the other side, and you know, the thing is, everybody's pretty nice too. And what I was amazed at, there wasn't any loud music being played. People are pretty respectful. You know, they played their own music in their own little store, but they didn't blow out anybody else in the other places. Kind of.
All right.
That's good.
All right, good. Glad you enjoyed it. Now we'll continue, and the video's over, but Rick and I are going to take advantage of being in the city. We're going to go eat at Hamburguesas Mataleon. I'll give them a little bit of publicity for the few that are still watching. Go get a hamburger at Mataleon, and we're going to walk around. Rick's been here to Mexico City before, but he's never really walked around, and that's what we're going to do now. So from El Chopo, once again, one more video. Over and out. See ya.